Hello everybody, welcome to episode 2 of Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga by yours truly, Grant Wright.
Mario, Mr. Green Mario Brother guy, arrive down there, will you do? We're about to arrive in the Beanbean Kingdom. Press select to open your suitcase, arrange your stuff, and get ready to roll. Then report to the deck pronto.
I'm gonna save right here. And I can't really think of anything to talk about right now. So, we got Shadow Mario and Shadow Luigi. But you couldn't play as Luigi in Super Mario Sunshine. Silly Alpha Dream. This, I'm gonna have these guys explain it. Roselock. Yeah. So they're basically demonstrating this mechanic right here, which is... Once you play this game for a while, you get that rhythm, like, down, like, it's second nature, basically. But anyway, you need to talk to this guy. He's taking pictures right now. But apparently he suddenly has interest in this now that we're walking away. Here, you two must have dudes. You're about to enter the Beanbean Kingdom, so you have your passwords with you, right? Well, it looks like you got a suitcase there. Tell you what, go ahead and press select to open your suitcase, okay? Okay. Thank you very much. Well, you've got them right here. These are your passports. But hey, is there any photos? So these won't get you into the Beanbean Kingdom. No sir, no way, no how. Don't wake out about it though. If we take your pictures in, you should be just fine. Since the great Bowser has called you to the day, I'll let you do cut the line. Thank you very much. Snapping photos is easy. Just stand on that map right there. Leave it right there. Thank you very much. Step out on the map once you're ready. No hurry. Thank you very much. Now, Mr. Green Stash, you step back. Okay, I'm gonna take it. Oops, I forgot to tell you. Listen, when you're getting picture taken, stay. So naturally, we want to completely disobey everything he just said. And press start to switch to Luigi. Thank you very much. I usually just press random buttons and just stick with whatever I have. Great, I've taken passport photos from all of you. Aren't we all happy now? Happy all around. Thank you very much.
Let's go!
I think all the Koopa Troopers are gonna have Elvis voices. And if we talk to this guy, let's go to working the hold isn't easy, and if you mess up, you have to start all over again. No, Mario, it's me, that lost guy. And you get a 1-up mushroom for that, so you want to help that guy back in Toad Town Square. Because you get a 1-up mushroom, and that's always nice. Now we want to smash... Do a barrel roll! Hey, watch it, you clumsy. Don't break the Great Bowser's cargo, it's important stuff. The deck? The deck's just up ahead. But before you go there, I need to make sure you won't slow down. So I'll teach you how to fight as a pair. Alright, I guess. Because you get experience from this battle, so you might as well. We're introduced to Goombas, who, ironically enough, aren't even the Goombas of this game, so to speak. So, fighting with Luigi is pretty much identical to fighting as Mario, except you use the B button. Press the A button to dodge attacks. And you can actually counterattack if the enemy is doing like a physical attack, I guess you could say. the same way. Thank you very much.
And same thing, hit B with good timing. Which, by the way, excuse me! Good timing with the jump attack is right before you land on the enemy. So yeah, you can do that if you want to do some tutorial-y stuff and get some experience. Now the main combat difference between Mario and Luigi is that Mario is more offensive and Luigi is more defensive, and I get to show the level ups! But basically, every time you level up, you'll be able to give a bonus buff to one stat, and I recommend just giving it to the stat you have the least of, but the more times you select one stat on the level up screen, the less likely it is you're going to get a higher number for that stat if you continuously pick it. Because as you saw there, it's a roulette to see how many points you add to it. Anyway.
It's too funny, I can't reach it. It ain't nothing but I had to get ready for Beanbean Kingdom. Oh, it's why I skipped over that text.
Now what he's showing us is that if you stomp on an enemy to start a battle and it's not a spiky enemy, then you'll do additional damage at the start of battle, and that is beyond helping. In fact, there's actually an item later that even lets us jump on spiky enemies. So that's fun. And Luigi gets a level up. So actually, I kind of want to go over all the stats. HP is pretty much what you'd expect. You lose all of them and you die. BP we'll get into a bit later. Power is self-explanatory, how much damage you do. Defense is also self-explanatory. How much damage, well, how much you can resist damage. Speed determines who goes first, and stash is basically luck. The more stash you... Actually, it's more than luck. It's also sort of like a personality stat as well. Meaning if you have high stash, then you'll get better deals from shops. So stash is arguably the most important stat. But anyway, it's pretty much just the same battle over and over again.
Oh, thanks. Thank you very much.
And I don't understand why the Goomba doesn't just run away while he's going over to push the button, but whatever. Anyways, save album right here, we're gonna let me hit it. And as you're about to see, what's cool is that your passport photos actually show up in the save album, because that's kind of like your passport. Actually no, your passport is right here, as you can see. And you can, I should probably go over this actually. You can see Mario stats by doing this. You can hit L or R to see Luigi stats. And that's a really awkward sounding sound effect for Mario. I feel like they just took it straight out of Mario 64 and said, fuck it, we're just gonna keep it. But anyway, let's move along. Let's see
Hitting that block there, I raise the pinch crane.
Oh, I like to go Mr. Pinch. Don't ask me why. He's telling us we should move the pinch crane to move this cargo. So let's do that. Those of you who have played this game know the hilariousness that's about to happen.
Uh-oh, looks like the crane was taking for cargo. That looks uncomfortable. Hey, since you're up there, why don't we just use you as a lookout?
Sounds excellent. How did it change the way that it was holding Luigi from like his head to like his pants? I don't know.
You're ransomed this. We will soon pass over the border between Mushroom and Beanbean Kingdom.
We're hopping the border. But anyway. And Luigi sees something. That was a devastating blow.
think we're about to go down. It's also a really out of place sound effect. Who would have thought that? I don't know what voice to give her. I'll just read it normally. Who would have thought you'd catch up to the great Kakalata even 100 million years? You hear that fiend who stole Princess Peach's voice? How dare you pull off such a cool evil plan? I dare. And now I'm going straight back to the Beanbean Kingdom so my next plan can take food. I've no time to chat with the likes of you. Waffle, take care of this. Bowser's just needlessly pissed off. Anyway, Waffle. However, this quote I care about. And this battle shall be the delicious mustard on that bread, the mustard of your doom. I actually forgot that he says that at the end, so I'm sorry for not showing the full quote. But, next it is the turn of you! As you might guess, Waffle says some really quotable stuff. And what's weird is that the normal battle music plays during this fight, even though I think it's technically a boss. I think it's a boss. It's pretty easy, but I think it's a boss. Might be a boss. And what's being introduced here is the idea that enemies will sometimes telegraph their attacks depending on what color text they use, and Bowser's about to explain this. It's not really used that much. And in fact, the only time I can think of where it's also used is in a later battle against Waffle, because spoilers! Waffle becomes one of the main enemies, even though he's shown with the main villain. Have you readiness for this? Hold on a minute. Sorry about that, I had to go do something. But anyway, right back into the battle. Waffle's not actually that tough, kind of like Bowser. But anyway, when he says, do you have readiness for this? He's going to attack the person whose color he specifies, then he's also going to attack the other person. And now he goes into his physical stage. And again, he's not that tough. We won't really be seeing any tough enemies for a little bit. But when they become tough, they become tough. Oof! Got the voice I gave him already. How could think rats like you be such an awful nasty as me? Headgear! And actually something I've been considering is doing, enemy bios. So if you got, it wouldn't be that difficult to do them. I'd just, like, talk about their stats. But, if you guys want to see that, just let me know. This is not always when all the talking stops. I think he'll be Arnold Schwarzenegger, actually. I do not have time to stop and smell such foul roses as you. One fell swoop is the way that I deal with you big rats. And even though there's no visible damage to the Koopa Cruiser, it just starts blowing up, I guess. I don't know. General Starship. I'm not even gonna narrate this. Who cares? I don't really see how this is an emergency, but whatever. Anyway, I think I'm going to end things off here right after Luigi does something. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you want me to do like enemy bios or something, and like if you think I should, how should I do them? Like, should I put their stats up on screen or just talk about them, or what do you want? Also, I'm using a new recording software suggested to me by Avataro of PureZC.com, so hopefully it's not as shitty as the one I've been using. Anyway, if you like this video, stay tuned for more videos. If you didn't like this video, I don't like you. I think this is gonna become my official outro. So goodbye, I guess.